Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll, and it's January, but you're probably going to be watching this particular video in March. And March is a time of year that we get some really wild weather in the northern hemisphere. It's spring, so March, April is times when we can get, still in some areas they can get thunderstorms and tornadoes. In other areas they may get snow. You may get incredible periods of heavy rain. So we're entering into a time period when a lot of really wild weather can take place. So even though right now warm season turf grass is dormant and the insects and other pests really aren't doing that much, once we get into springtime, that's when pest problems really get rolling because of the warmth, the moisture, all those things. And when we have weather extremes, I get a lot of questions on what's this week of real heavy rain, what's this week of unusually warm temperatures or unusually cool temperatures, what's it going to do to pest populations or their timing? So I get a lot of questions this time of year in the spring when we're getting these wild weather patterns as to what's that going to do with pest populations. And at least with regards to insects, insects have systems built in that really help them get through these periods of wild swings. They somewhat even things out, because if we had a warm spell real early and the insects all came out, it might be detrimental to them. If we had a cool spell and they didn't come out on time, it might be detrimental to them. So insects have systems built into them that help them understand and really ride the storm out as we go through these wild swings. So typically when we have short periods of really extreme weather in the spring, it's not going to affect the end product as we go through the rest of the spring, the summer, and into the fall for insect populations. It doesn't mean you just say, well, Rick said it's not going to matter, so you don't go out and check. You do need to check and see if the timing's been influenced. But typically, wild swings, unless the whole month of April is 10 degrees above normal, you're really not going to see it when the insect population starts. So don't worry about wild weather.